Ladies and gentlemen, the geomagnetic storm has hit and Earth's atmospheric particles are charged. And so is all the official wording for Hurricane Milton, which is now forecast to be a Category 4 hurricane on landfall in Florida on Wednesday. The intensity forecast appears straightforward at first, with rapid intensification likely while the small hurricane remains within light shear and over very deep warm waters. Intensity guidance is about as bullish as I've ever seen in this part of the basin, with almost everything showing a peak intensity of Category 4 or Category 5. In the southern Gulf of Mexico, in a day or two, the NHC forecast is raised from the previous one and lies near the intensity consensus modeled and could still be too low. That means it's either going to be a Cat 4 or a Cat 5. We are watching Milton as it churns and burns, bubbles, toils, and troubles. And it is putting out a lot of rain ahead of it. So Florida areas are going to be inundated with rain before they get hit with the hurricane. Now that we have an idea of what the intensity is going to be, we are hoping to be able to nail down landfall sooner than later, and that's always a sketchy, tricky game of windshield wipering north and south, east and west. And right now, definitely the worst case scenario for Tampa is not out of sight. Why are my words failing me? Anywho, right now, pretty much from this zone to this zone, but don't focus on any singular track, because this is pretty much just where the eye will make landfall. And remember, most of the time when Florida gets hit by hurricanes, they're going south to north. This is going to be a rare one that goes west to east. So, evacuations are being issued in what is being called the biggest evacuation in Florida history. Although I don't know if that's true, I still think a lot of Floridians are stubborn and like to ride out hurricanes. It could be totally wrong, though. I don't want to stereotype you guys wrongly. The town of Fort Myers Beach has issued a mandatory evacuation for the entire island. We encourage residents and business owners to make a plan and be evacuated by 3 p.m. on Monday, October 7th. The Hurricane Reentry Pass program we implemented following Hurricane Milton. If you're not a resident, please do not try to re-enter the island, as this will only make it more difficult for our residents to get back to their houses. A storm surge of up to 10 feet, if not more, is predicted for wherever it makes landfall. And before Helene, I tried to tell people that, I left Houston when we were going to get 50 inches of rain for Harvey, because I didn't want to be there for 50 inches of rain. I tried to tell people, I don't think you want to be there for 30 inches of rain for Helene, so I would evacuate. But here we have Mike of Mike's Weather Page, who lives in Tampa Bay. Does a great job running Mike's Weather Page, spaghetti models. I want to give you what his plan of action is. He has a wife and daughters, and he says, in case you were curious, got the girls a room in Tallahassee. Better get a reservation today before any evacuations are ordered. They will be impossible to find. Many filled already from Helene. And remember, 2 weeks ago, after the other eclipse, we just had a major hurricane that did catastrophic damage to multiple states. So, everything and everybody and resources are already going to be strained to the max. So, plan and prepare for this as best as possible. I've kind of lost my sanity, so I'm doing my best to communicate the dangers and risks to you. I tell you, as Planetary Defense Commander, it has been a long ass year. And we're watching about 2 weeks later for another hurricane in this super epic solar maximum hurricane election season. But right now, the models have taken it south, threading the needle between Cuba and Florida. So this is, and that turn is weird. That's Milton right there, and this would be the next one. But remember, that's 14 days away. And that would put the south tip of Florida in the area. And if Florida gets hit with 3 hurricanes this year, that would be insane. Or is that 4? I don't know. I've lost count. Anyway, also, you've got Hurricane Kirk will transform into a Eurocane and then hit north of Spain. I've rhymed a lot in this video. So yeah, super strange days. It is going to be a spooky and dangerous October, absolutely for sure, without a doubt. And October is going to be a double comet month. This is comet C2023A3 Atlas Sonsinchen. Looking at from the stereo ahead HI-1 NASA camera as going by Venus. Should have reached peak brightness from Earth today. But then we got another one. And Miami, you guys are got a 40% chance of super excessive rainfall, plus Fort Lauderdale and Homestead. I've never been there. Are those areas cool? Man, I want my sense of humor back. You know? Oh my God. This isn't about me though. But look how crazy this is the storm moving up through Canada and the Northeast, and then it's pretty dang wild. Yeah. So buckle up. It's going to be a super wild week. And probably a super wild October filled with October surprises. And then you got all the QAnon people telling people to go destroy the radars that we're watching the weather with. Super strange days indeed. Anyway, doom's so bad, boobs are back. And I would guess whoever gets rain banded will probably get over 20 inches. All right. Stay cool. Pray for the safety of everyone in any harm's way. Pray for peace and to avoid World War III. It's only going to get crazier this month. You can count on that. All right. Stay cool. God bless everyone.